Hey everyone, Andrew Morrison here, also known as Andrew the Astrologer. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing what it means when you have Rahu, also known as the north of the moon, positioned in your second house in your birth chart, as well as what it means when you have Ketu positioned in your eighth house in your birth chart. So if you don't have Rahu in the second, Ketu in the eighth house, you are definitely in the wrong video. If you are brand new to me, I help both men and women to help them move and step into their individual power and their worth so they can elevate their income, wealth, careers, and relationships, all completely through the power of astrology. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, consider subscribing below and make sure that the bell and all notifications are turned on. A quick disclaimer about astrology is that it's completely individualized. So if you are really needing deeper guidance and help, I love to work with you with an astrology reading and consultation. And you can actually schedule that by sending me an email, which is posted in the description down below. Also found below in the description down below is a link to my free private Facebook group. Again, completely free to join, and I've had that group for several years now. I just wanted to mention this if this does seem of interest to you at this time. All right, Rahu in the second, Ketu in the eighth. So in astrology, the second and eighth houses, these are the areas of life that deal with money and finances. So the second house deals with the money and the wealth and the income that comes through your own hard work, your own self-efforts, your own line of work, and your own job and your own career. Now, the eighth house, on the other hand, this is the money and the financial matters that comes through and is connected to other people, other resources, and other avenues. So just to name a few examples here, this can include money that comes through your spouse, whether that's a wife, husband, or even a boyfriend and girlfriend. The eighth house is also connected to child support, alimony, even insurance money. So whether this includes life insurance, auto insurance, money in checks, and possibly big money that comes through, say, auto accidents, just to name a few examples here. The eighth house is also connected to inheritances, just because, again, the eighth house is money that is not from your own line of work. So again, this axis is all to do with money here. Now, if I could kind of summarize this nodal axis in one key word, one key phrase, I would kind of wrap this up as self-reliance. So the north of the moon, Rahu, is really all to do with your spiritual mission and what you really came here to accomplish and master that was left unfinished. So the Rahu, the north of the moon, is unfinished business from previous lifetimes. Now, Ketu, the south of the moon, is your past life mastery. So one thing that has really helped so many of my clients over the years is writing down a keyword on a piece of paper or even a post-it note, or even having this keyword on, say, like your phone, on your wallpaper, on your background, and looking at this keyword multiple times a day, especially when you wake up every single day, as well as even going to bed every night as well, because this will really train your subconscious mind. And once this is firmly soaked in your subconscious mind, you will start to not only believe it, you'll actually take on the identity, and you will therefore take action. And this, wherever Rahu is placed in, the more that you take action and the more that you actually put more work, the more that your individual reality actually becomes easier, and things actually start to improve, and things just kind of take off for you, individually speaking. So I really want to stress the point that Ketu, yes, it does deal with detachments, and it also pertains to losses. So Ketu in the 8th house, this doesn't necessarily mean that you won't ever receive any financial assistance or help from other people, other resources, other different avenues, and other different means to help you get by here on planet Earth. That's not necessarily what I'm saying here. But again, your spiritual mission is really not to depend so much on other people and other resources and other, bank loans as well. Because by doing so, it really just kind of creates some problems and some dilemmas and some issues. So that is really important to understand here. Now, furthermore, one thing I've really noticed, because Rahu is a very shadowy planet and it's basically smoke, so it can create a lot of confusion in a person's individual reality. One thing I've noticed in a lot of my clients is that oftentimes before the age of 40, and especially in their early years, in their childhood and in their youth, they can oftentimes be very overwhelmed with wanting to take on different jobs and careers and kind of be all over the place and be very indecisive as far as what type of work they want to take on. Sometimes in college and university, individuals with this axis can oftentimes change different degrees or change different lines of work. Just because, again, Rahu is a very shadowy planet and it can create a lot of confusion.